Hey everybody, it's Professor Parish, and welcome to the final week of English 122. I told you this semester would go by really quick, and for me it feels like it has flown. I feel like the summer semester always zooms by extremely fast, and it seems like only a week ago we were starting on week 1 or week 2, and now we're already 8 weeks in, and this is finals week. So I hope and I'm glad you are watching this video because I do have a few things I want to go over in terms of what is left in this class. I'm recording this on Sunday, so if you've not completed week 7's assignments, please do so because there are a lot of points that are contributing to week 7 and week 8 in this class. But we talked about week 7 last week, so we're going to talk about week 8 this week, our final week of English 122. So I'm going to minimize myself over in the corner here, and we're going to go to our weekly assignments. By now, you should be able to scroll to the bottom of the page and see our last 2 assignments. So for this week, and this is extremely important, our finals end on Thursday, July 30th at 11:55 p.m. Everything is due by that time period. Anything submitted after Thursday evening will not be counted. So there is no excuse to this, unfortunately. Our entire class ends on Thursday, July 30th at 11:55. I am not going to accept anything after that date. That's unfortunately just the way that our college works. Our finals end that day. That is the last time. So what I'm saying is, do not procrastinate. Don't wait until Thursday and have an issue. That's my advice. Try to submit everything before Thursday if you can, and be ready and prepared for if something does happen. Because unfortunately, tech excuse or not, I'm not going to take it past 11:55 p.m. So, some of you have skirted the line with that, so I want to make sure that you are very, very much aware of that deadline. The only 2 things due are your final exam and the final draft of paper 4. Some of you in the discussion forum, our peer review, have pretty much a solid draft already. You've just got to polish up the grammar, maybe add a few details, maybe include the works cited page, the in-text citations. Most of you just have a few minor things to do and you'll be ready to submit that final paper, which is awesome. The final exam is cumulative. It goes over prose, poetry, and drama. There will be no MLA on the final exam, so don't worry. MLA is officially done as far as testing goes and assignments go, other than your final paper. So this will just be over prose, poetry, and drama. So it's going to basically borrow questions from the last exams. It may reword them. It may shake them up and put them in a different format. So a question that was matching may now be multiple choice. But it is very much the same as all of our other exams. It is, you can take as long as you want on the assignment, as long as you submit the exam by Thursday evening, and you only get to submit it once. Now here's a very important note. I've had a lot of students find that this is something problematic. They start the exam for the final, let's say at 11 o'clock Thursday night, which is a terrible idea, but I've had students do that. And then they email me at midnight that night when I'm already asleep. They'll email and say, hey, Professor Parish, I was in the middle of my exam and 11:55 happened and suddenly I couldn't complete it. That's because once the deadline hits, it will automatically submit your test regardless of where you are. So please keep that in mind. If you decide to start this test at 11 o'clock on Thursday and 11:55 hits and you're not done, you're out of luck. It's going to submit your test and I'll grade whatever you got finished. So please don't put yourself in that position. I've had many students do it, and it hurts their grade. So for the most part, everybody has a solid grade in this class, but there are some that are maybe you're skirting the line between an A or a B, or a B or a C. These 2 assignments can really make or break your final grades. So that's not to stress you in any way, it's just to emphasize the importance of them. Please make sure you do the final exam, and very much please make sure you submit your final draft. I've actually had students not submit their final draft of paper 4, and it's 200 points. So 200 points will drop your grade considerably if you don't have it. So I will say anybody that turns something in based on what I've seen in the discussion forums, you will probably be fine. I just want you to get an A on this paper because you've worked so hard on it. So my suggestion is, from your discussion forum peer reviews that I've seen, which by the way, everybody has done a great job so far in the peer review. Your comments and suggestions to your peers have been excellent. Way to go. Probably some of the best peer review I've seen in this class in a few semesters. So give yourself a pat on the back. You guys are awesome. But make sure you turn in your final paper. Just polish your grammar, proofread it, read it out loud. A lot of times students think that that's weird. I read my stuff out loud all the time when I'm writing because my brain will overlook it if I'm reading it, but when I say it out loud, my mouth won't overlook it. I'll be like, oh, that sounds weird, and I'll be like, that is weird, and I'll go back and change it. So just make sure that you get it submitted to the Dropbox. If you have any questions this week, you can email me. I'm not going to proofread any more drafts. That's what the peer review discussion forum was for. I'm going to be catching up on grading things ahead of time because your instructors are on a deadline to submit final grades as well. So I'm not going to peer review any more papers, but just take the suggestions that I've given you and your peers have given you. And for the most part, most of you are in a great position where you just need to polish things, add a couple details, and make it fit the guidelines, and you'll be fine. Do not forget the in-text citations or the works cited page. As always, in our syllabus handouts and videos page, there is a presentation, there's a video going over this. I've created those resources for you. Check those out. You have your Cengage handbook. If you want to learn about selling books back and taking textbooks back that maybe you've rented, I would contact the bookstore. You can actually go down to this link here for SIC's bookstore and they should have contact info there. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for the class. The only other thing I have is if you decided to revise paper 3, those revisions are due by email by Thursday. But other than that, guys, that's it. This class is pretty much almost officially over. It's gone by so fast, but I have to say that you all have been a fantastic group of students. Your discussion forums, I've read them every week. I've really liked the camaraderie you all have shown as classmates. The peer review discussion forum, y'all did so good on reviewing each other's works. I know there's several of you that haven't responded yet to your peers, but I'm excited to see what you say about their papers. The final papers are looking great. You just need that extra push this week. My advice, don't procrastinate. Try to get stuff submitted so that you can enjoy the rest of your summer. Now that English 122 will be over. But aside from that, if I see you on campus this fall, feel free to say hi or wave. I'll have my mask on. The one downside of having an online class is you all see me all the time, but I don't get to see you all. So if I see you in person, just feel free to be like, hey, I was in your English 122 class, and I'll be like, who are you? and then I'll know, and then that'll be awesome. So it's been great having you all as students. I've really enjoyed this class. I hope you have too, and I hope that the skill set you've learned in this class can benefit you in your other college courses, your high school classes if you're still in high school, and on down the road in other writing that you do. So with that being said, thank you all for coming with me on this journey this summer in English 122. I hope I see you this coming fall, but if not, please make sure to stay safe, take care, and hopefully I'll talk to you all again soon. Have a great rest of your summer, everybody, and bye.